but the truth has proved interesting enough in the past to negate the necessity of dramatic embellishments. He gave her a humouring smile. Really? Were you truly cornered just last year in an open-air market by a Bengal tiger? It was Sophie's turn to laugh. People rarely believed the tales of her adventures, but she did so enjoy telling them. There was a curious sense of satisfaction to be obtained from their reactions, which generally ranged from delighted to horrified. Never was there a doubt, however, that the listener was entertained. "Oh, yes," she replied with no small amount of relish. "And if you had any desire to see me surprised, you should have been there. After Mr. Wang distracted the beast with some raw meat and a great deal of noise, I indulged in a rather embarrassing display of hysterics. Have you ever seen a tiger, sir?" she inquired. "They really are enormous." Mr. Smith blinked rapidly for a few moments, which she found rather gratifying, then coughed and peered at her as if he had just noticed something that intrigued him. "Do you know," he said finally, relaxing his gaze and actually smiling at her, "I rather think you're perfect for this mission. You should do quite well indeed." "Well," she responded, suddenly feeling a little lost. "I'm happy to have your good opinion, of course, but I must remind you that I have absolutely no idea what this mission entails, or whether I shall agree to undertake it." Mr. Smith patted her hand congenially. "Nothing to it, my dear, nothing to it. You will, I presume, be residing at your cousin's townhouse upon arrival." "It's my townhouse, actually, but yes, I will be residing there, with Lord Ludor." "Excellent, excellent. And are you very well acquainted with his lordship?" Sophie narrowed her eyes in suspicion. "We've kept up a fairly regular correspondence. He's been responsible for the management of my father's estate since we left England." "Indeed? You'll be reviewing his ledgers when you arrive, no doubt. Well, try not to put him off, if you can help it. Lord Ludor has a wide circle of friends and acquaintances. He's rather popular among the ton, in particular with a select group of gentlemen who garner no respect from me or my employer." He motioned to the envelope. "And with whom we would like you to develop a better acquaintance." "You want me to spy on my family?" If the gentleman had been hoping earlier for surprised outrage, he was no longer disappointed. "Miss Everton," he drawled, with exaggerated courtesy. "The king, as you well know, is mad. Napoleon is ever at our gates, and 2/3 of our army is at his. England, at present, is in a most insecure state, threatened from inside our borders." "From my cousin?" she demanded. "Actually, Ludor is not currently a suspect. He simply has the misfortune of naming several unsavoury gentlemen among his friends." Sophie blew out a long breath and made a conscious effort to ease the grip she'd had on the folds of her skirt. "That's not misfortune. That's poor judgment," she grumbled. "Be that as it may, we would like for you to further your acquaintances with these gentlemen. Find a way into their studies, their libraries." "Find a way into their studies?" Was he mad? "Are you mad? Good Lord! I'd get myself caught or injured. I've no experience with that sort of thing." "Well, perhaps a very little. There must be someone, anyone who would better suit." Mr. Smith shook his head. "No one so much as you. You are, for all intents and purposes, new to London, without known sympathies or loyalties. That, combined with your rank as a viscount's daughter, means no ballroom or parlour will be closed to you. There is also the matter of your possessing some unusual skills, courtesy of your Mr. Wang, I believe. Lock-picking, knife-throwing, some form of Eastern combat." "I'm only a novice," she interrupted. "Mostly." He continued as if she hadn't spoken. "There is also the fact that we, Miss Everton, have something you need. Money." She stared at him in bafflement, unsure of how to respond to that outrageous statement. Did he honestly believe she was greedy enough to quite literally jump through windows for a few coins? Perhaps he wasn't mad, quite so much as